It's week 3 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chiefs and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We have a perfect day for football. The roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run with...
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured. Drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now it's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. 30. The 20. 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first and 10, it's Ryan. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First and 10, Taylor now. He's got it to the 43 here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw is Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. They go play fake. Mahomes. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
After almost signing with Kansas City last offseason, Juju Smith-Schuster actually left Pittsburgh for KC this year as a free agent. He'll be one of the top targets for KC's offense this year as he chases his 2nd career.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it's Chiefs football. First. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, here's the 2022 draft class for Kansas City, and some extra selections for them in this year's draft, CD. And you notice that for a team that obviously has been very good on offense for a while, they really focused on defense in this draft class.
Yeah, and they were able to focus on offense during free agency, although they did bring in receiver Sky Moore in the 2nd round to help fill the void at that position. But you're right about the defensive side of the ball. Cornerback Trent McDuffie, the 21st overall pick. Defensive end George Karlaftis, the 30th overall pick. And safety Brian Cook in the 2nd round. And one of my favorite players, the big guy, Leo Chanel, 3rd round pick out of Wisconsin as an inside linebacker.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He's got room at the 30. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain an 11 points. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. It's fielded at the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Watson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Running left, Taylor. They find some open field here. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On first down now, run with McKinnon. Taken down at the 42. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Mike Burton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Ryan.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman. He's going to have the first down and then some. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And Mahomes is going to keep it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And they're going to speed things up here. After the sack on first down, Ryan under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back again?